top of your work with women, Karen, you also have worked with, I think, many people, from students to high-level corporate executives. So, drawing from all these experiences, what would you say are the 3 key skills that the modern young professional or professional needs to equip themselves with?
Yes, I've worked with probably more than 10,000 people around Asia, around the world by now. So, tell you what, Vincent, instead of giving you 3 skills, I'm going to give you 1 bonus one for. What we believe is that it's important to be able to know how to influence. Because in today, no matter what level you are, being able to influence and to inspire action is key to a person's success. So that's 1. And number 2, it is also important to be able to present yourself well. So having the right presentation skills allows you to share your ideas with clarity. And only with good communication can you, again, make sure that people buy into your ideas. And that's so important. The 3rd one is networking. Again, we said that it's hard to work in isolation. That being able to connect with people at any time, anywhere, any place. And that is also a very key, important skill. And the last one is leadership. Very often, leadership is not taught in schools. However, for example, in my university, there wasn't any leadership, program. However, do note that it is never too early to learn to be a leader. In fact, self-leadership, it's important, and with that, learning how to lead other people is also crucial. So these four points, in fact, are the 4 pillars in the programs that we work with companies and people. So we help them to ensure that they're able to gain all 4 pillars. That's influence, presentations, networking, and leadership.
Right, Karen, so you mentioned these are four pillars that every successful young professional should equip themselves with. But it has been the case that not many people possess or display such skills. So what are the reasons for this?
It's quite interesting that you brought up, Vincent, is that we believe that every young person is actually born with intelligence, creativity, and intuition. So these are our gifts when we are young. It's just that sometimes along the way, we learn to put up barriers, as you say, and these kind of muscles, the influential muscles, kind of get weaker. And it is important that it's not that they are gone completely. We always believe, and after working with thousands of people, what we do is that we help people to be aware of these muscles. And then we put these muscles on the treadmill so they go for a workout. Because we all have these gifts. And it's just about being aware of that strength and making it come alive again. So that's the great thing, and that's why we have had so many success stories of how people have been transformed through just very small and simple and visible actions that can make a very big difference.
Well, I think that's a very visual example, and I think it's really something that our viewers can relate with. So you actually have these skills. It's just that by some way or other, you can't really manifest these skills out.
That's right.
And that is what training and really one-to-one coaching or even books can really bring out these skills that you already have.
That's right. Just like, the viewers who are watching this, what they're doing is that they're learning how to become aware of these muscles. And I want to just acknowledge the person who is watching this for taking that action and really empowering yourself into becoming a more influential individual. So that's the first important step. Yeah.
So the last pillar that you mentioned was really about leadership. So what are 3 things that really successful leaders or really effective leaders do to really get the results for their team, or to motivate people to align themselves with the leaders' aims?
You talked about 3. In Singapore, we like the number 5.
Okay.
Because from young, what have we been taught? We've been taught about the 5 C's, right? The 5 C's of success. What is that, Vincent?
The 5 C's of success.
You need to have the car, and then the cash.
Okay.
And what is that? The condo,
Credit card,
and country club. So very often we talk about the 5 C's. And what I've discovered, since in writing my book, Influence 247, that there are 5 C's, the 5 C's of leadership. And these 5 qualities would make leaders effortlessly influential. And the first one is cheer, which means that, when you have positivity, when you help people to see opportunities and solutions rather than challenges and problems, what happens is that you help people to feel good about themselves, and you are able to spread a lot of cheer. So that's the first one, cheer. The second one is care. That a leader needs to be somebody that is able to walk in the shoes of his men. Somebody who has a lot of empathy. And only through caring and empathy will you be able to know what truly motivates every single one in your team. The third one is confidence. When you're confident, you inspire confidence. That means you're able to share your ideas clearly and confidently, and makes it easy for people to want to follow you. And the fourth one is candor. Candor, which is being open and honest. That means that when you're able to give feedback in a constructive and tactful way, which helps people grow, but more importantly, you are also open to new ideas. You're not just seeing yourself as an expert and you're closed off. So with that, you grow and you help people grow at the same time. And the last C is most important, and that's contribution. And in fact, when you have that last C, the spirit of contribution, you will help people to gain all the other 4 C's as well. You inspire cheer, care, confidence, and candor. Because with the spirit of contribution, what happens is that people are able to rally towards a goal that's bigger than themselves. And when you are focused on things that are bigger than yourself, you naturally actually gain natural confidence and influence as well. So with these 5 C's, and having interviewed hundreds of leaders, we've discovered that leadership can be distilled into something so simple as these 5.